Hello Aquarius and welcome to èlchanel's Tarot. So we're going to do your past, present and future reading for May 2021. We're going to see what's been happening, what's happening and what's going to happen. So Aquarius, I'm feeling like you're feeling a lot of betrayal. You're thinking a lot about how you feel about a certain somebody. Maybe a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. You just had the Seven of Cups in reverse there. And I feel like you're just trying to figure things out this month. You're just trying to get on track this month. You're trying to bear that water. You're trying to bear them emotions, Aquarius. And you'll be absolutely fine. You'll balance them emotions out just right. And things will start growing. Things will start to be stable again. You'll start feeling stable by the end of this month. You might feel a little bit trapped. And behind that you had the Hermit as well. So you've got the Four of Swords, which is your energy. And it's about your stability. You may feel like you're ready to settle down. You may want to settle down, get a house, start a family. You know, the classic settling down. In whatever kind of settling down you want. I feel like you're ready for stability. You're ready to be in a relationship if you've been single for quite a long time. You're ready to, you know, start that growth. And you're either feeling like you're ready to settle down or you're a little too settled, but I feel like it's a really nice energy. Maybe you're fed up of being on your own and lighting your own fire. You want someone to light your fire for you. But I feel like you're happy being on your own, but you would be willing to settle down with somebody. Maybe a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Maybe someone who's like-minded. Maybe someone who's got Gemini, Libra, Aquarius in their top 3 would be perfect for you. I'm a Libra moon and Aquarius ascendant, just saying. But that Cancer sun got me fucked up. So let's see what's going on. So you might want to take some time for yourself this month, definitely. Self-care. Don't be too far into your head though, because it'll ruin the whole month for you. It's really a fine line, okay? Take some time for yourself, but not too much. Don't take that much time for yourself that you lose the reason why you was taking time for yourself, okay? Don't turn into the Hermit. Just be a Hermit for a little while this month. In order to get stability, you had the Four of Pentacles there. In order for this stability within your money and your emotions and just a whole round yourself, you want to feel stable. You're ready to go into this new cycle and you kind of like, you've been ready for this for a long time. You want to just break free and I feel like you're so close, but no matter what you're doing, the universe has got a plan. So you might be pushing for this before the universe is ready for you to do this situation, to get stable and to get steady. I feel like your money's going good this month as well. Your emotions are worse than your materialistic side of things. Yeah, you got a new start, you've got the Fool, but maybe you made a fool out of yourself, okay? This is May. So maybe in May, you had a new chance, but you kind of was a fool. You got too jolly, you got too excited too quick and you started skipping, okay, making your way downtown and you didn't look where you was going and you just fell off the cliff, literally. You was being too jolly. You needed to root yourself and maybe you was a little too confident, okay? Maybe you was a little too confident because you got the red and the yellow there on the jester, which shows that you need to root yourself or you need to get some confidence. And I feel like you had a little bit too much confidence but not enough rootedness, if that's even a word. Yeah, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces could have definitely rocked up your emotions this month. So in the recent past, we'll get into the reading. In the recent past for Aquarius. In the recent past for Aquarius? The recent past for Aquarius. What's the recent past been like? Okay, so you had a new start in the recent past, but you didn't really take action on this new start. You tried to take action, but emotionally, you could not put your barriers down, okay? You had a new start, maybe after some sort of hurt, emotional hurt. Maybe a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces has hurt you in the past and you're finally getting over this situation and ready to move forward into the future, which is now, which is May, okay? In the recent past, you had everything on the table that you needed. You had every element possible to align yourself with what was coming to you and what is meant to be for you for the long term. You see that eternal sign there? And that's the number 1 and the number 8, okay? So we need to turn the 8 around in order to have fulfillment in your emotions. Maybe you missed a chance in the recent past because you was too down in the dumps. Maybe you missed a chance because you was hurt by somebody, or somebody missed a chance with you because they were hurt by somebody and they just wasn't over that yet. So either way, you're going into a new cycle with or without this Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. You may get a new pet. You may get into spirituality a lot more. Maybe that's why you're watching this video, if this is your first time. Hey guys. So yeah, maybe I feel like you had a new start, but things didn't feel great. But it was what the universe wanted for you in the recent past. Definitely could be to do with a Cancer, Scorpio or Pisces. We have a lot of water energy here. This person could be in a cycle with you from the recent past. This person could have a child with you. You could get someone pregnant in the recent past, or a child comes into your life in the recent past, okay? So you may have gained a child, a stepchild or something like that. But there's a whole new start. But it's making your emotions feel like a little topsy-turvy. But this is in the recent past. So let's see what's going on now. We kind of went through May, but I'll do it properly because that's me just chatting. May for Aquarius. May for Aquarius. Okay, so there's growth. You're thinking, how am I going to make this money? How am I going to grow? How am I going to, enhance myself, enhance my home life, enhance my car, enhance anything materialistic, okay? But also, how am I going to ground myself? How am I going to grow as a person? It's all round growth. You're thinking about this. You're gaining your power until you can get to the top, and that's what you want. You want to get to the top, Aquarius. You're thinking about how you're going to make this money and how you're going to change your life with this money, or these materialistic things. Not necessarily money. Maybe you got a new job. Maybe you're thinking about moving jobs, okay? There's a lot of thoughtfulness going on in this card, and a lot of growth, a lot of magic. It's beautiful. This is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, earth energy. So you're literally planted the seed in the past. Maybe that was in the recent past with the Magician, the new start. You planted the seed, maybe with a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, who is quite a lot younger than you, maybe, or with a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces who came in and out pretty quickly. They never quite got off the horse, okay? And they filled your cup up in some kind of way. They filled your cup up. And then they walked out. It was just a quick thing. It was a season or a reason. It was not a lifetime, okay? But you grew from this. Or this made you more determined to grow, okay? This doesn't have to be a person necessarily. Maybe this is just your feelings. You had an epiphany. Something like that has made you think, right, what is my next step? Because you feel like you're getting no justice with this situation in May. You feel like you had no justice, okay? No balance. And you're like, right, what am I going to do now I've been knocked down without the justice? I'm going to jump on my horse and I'm going to make this money. I'm going to make them money moves. Nay, motherfucker. Aquarius in May. Aquarius in May. The Tower, okay? Why we got the Tower for May? Why we got the Tower for May? Why is Aquarius got the Tower for May? Why is Aquarius got the Tower for May? Too many cards, Spirit. Why we got the Tower for May? Why is Aquarius got the Tower for May? I've seen all these cards flying out. I think it's just telling me. Okay. You're dealing with some kind of, maybe a mother, maybe a female, maybe someone who you want to have children with. Maybe I feel a lot like there's a love situation going on. You've been knocked down and you finally jumped out of the tower. You either jumped out of the tower for a new start, or the universe just shoved you out of that tower without any warning, okay? And you've just took this. So you feel like the universe shoved you out of that tower. You had to jump. You had to take a jump in order to have growth and fulfillment and completion. And you didn't have that, okay? when you get to the bottom, when you jumped out of a tower and you got to the bottom, you thought, right, what I'm going to do is grow from this. I'm going to learn from this. I'm going to think, how am I going to make my money? How am I going to make a better life for myself? A Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces could be influencing this. They could give you a message, okay? They could come in quickly, make you have an epiphany and go. They came for a reason. They didn't get off their horse though. They didn't stay for too long. And you feel like you didn't get the justice that you deserved in that situation. You've got the Two of Swords here as well, and the High Priest, and the Temperance, and the Five of Pentacles, and the Wheel of Fortune upright. So here we are. It's a beautiful, beautiful energy. You're going to go from, you got shoved to the ground, then you grew from it, okay? The earth energy, you grew from it. The earth and the water energy that came out together. You need water and earth in order to grow, okay? And then we've got the Two of Swords, which means a partnership could be broken. You could be feeling claustrophobic about your feelings about a certain partnership, but you really need to think about this and deal with this yourself. Don't start running your mouth. Don't start acting on raw emotions. Be that High Priest and come up with a plan, because right now you're not getting the justice you deserve. You need to start growing. You need to start evolving. This month is a massive month for you, Aquarius. You're going to bear that water. This is the Temperance. You are the water bearer. Here we are. Your emotions are going to balance out beautifully by the end of May comes. This is gorgeous. She's wearing green and she's got the red round her wings. Okay, so you're rooted, and the green is for your heart chakra. Your emotions, maybe a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces who keeps appearing could be to do with this. And I feel like there's going to be a lot of balance. You're going to restore this situation. There's going to be conflict and tension and maybe some worries regarding money. But the wheel is in your fortune, so don't worry. This is a hiccup. This is a challenge. You will eventually have that stability. And Aries, Leo, Sagittarius may help you get that stability, but you will have that stability. Maybe you decide to move home. Maybe you decide, you know, to move home with somebody who has been in a certain situation for a long time. You're juggling, you're gambling, you don't know what to choose right now, but by the end of May, it'll be like, it's months away, but it's not. It's literally a couple of weeks. And you'll be in a whole different position by the end of May. Maybe with your money, but definitely with your emotions. Yeah, here we are, back to the Seven of Cups in reverse. The sun will come out once you figure out your emotions, figure out your mental health, figure out this thing with this Cancer, Scorpio or Pisces energy, okay? Because it's really taking over your head. Love me. Just love me. Just love me. Just love me. Just love me, please. Bye. Yeah, so you could definitely be dealing with a Pisces, maybe a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, definitely a water sign who you're giving a lot of love to and they just don't want to give it back. They could have black hair, it could be me. Could be my cat. My cat's name's Pisces, so yeah, it really resonates. In the near future, you may feel like you're putting your barriers up quite a lot. Maybe it's something to do with your money. Your ego may go wild in the near future. You may feel like you're too good for people. You may have like this attitude about you in the near future. Near future for Aquarius. Near future for Aquarius. You may get a new job. Okay, you may be really chuffed with yourself. Aquarius in the near future. Ooh, maybe your ego's massive because we've got the Two of Cups. You're going to be feeling good. You're going to be feeling full of love. You're going to be feeling that bitch. That's why you had the King of Pentacles. You're going to have your money. You're going to have what you want, okay? You're going to have what you've been manifesting. This is going to affect your emotions massively. This is a beautiful love card. So if you have been dealing with a Cancer, Scorpio or Pisces, I keep saying this, or someone with Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces in their top three, their sun, moon or rising, maybe even Venus, this definitely resonates with you. Pisces, stop. Two of Cups is pure love. This Two of Cups is intertwined together. It's intertwined and then there's growth, okay? This is beautiful. This is watery energy. This is so emotional. But it's gorgeous, intertwined growth emotions. This is absolutely amazing to have, Aquarius. You may figure things out with a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Things may start growing with a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Things may start to blossom, okay? You may start getting the ball rolling with your friendship or definitely with a relationship. Someone may have a baby, someone may get pregnant. There's a lot of partnerships surrounding this card, a lot of gorgeous, beautiful, loving energy. Aquarius in the near future. Aquarius in the near future. The Tower again. Shit, Aquarius, you're going through it. Okay, so you had a Tower moment this month, and now in the near future you're gonna have another Tower moment. This is gonna be huge. The universe is gonna force you to push out of that tower and to jump into this situation. This is a gorgeous situation. This is a situation that you've been putting off, a situation that's been pushing against you, something that's not been working out, but you either really want it or you don't know you want it, but you do. Okay, this is gorgeous. I'm going to take one more card for the near future. There's a lot of conflict in your emotions. You've been holding back for so long. You've been holding back your emotions about a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces maybe for so long. So the universe has said, you know what, you need to jump out of this tower. You need to jump out of this tower because you can't hold this in too long, because things are going to get too hot. You need to jump out of the tower because the universe has set it on fire. You've set the tower, the situation. The tower is your situation. You have set it on fire. You now need to jump out of this cycle. The sun has said, nah, I'm fed up of this. And then you jump out of this cycle into a gorgeous situation. You were feeling so confused. You were feeling tension. You were feeling all sorts of conflict within yourself, within your emotions. You got given this moment, you got given this chance. Maybe you didn't take it last time, or it didn't work out for you in May, but this time in the near future it really is. This is beautiful. You're going to be gambling about this a lot. You're going to be umming and ahhing. You're going to be juggling maybe even your money, your sanity, your groundedness. This is going to get you all topsy-turvy, and that's why the universe has said, you know what, here is the tower. We're not going to feel like this anymore. We're going to feel like this. So the near future is beautiful. And you might not feel like it's beautiful. You may think, fuck, why is this happening? But it's all to get you where you need to be. It may sound cliche, but it really is. It shows it there. Aquarius in the near future. Aquarius in the near future. Aquarius in the near future. Beautiful. So you're back to the Seven of Cups, but the Seven of Cups was upside down at the start. The Seven of Cups was upside down in May. The Seven of Cups were upside down in the recent past, and now it comes out in the near future upright. This is beautiful. Everything you've been thinking about, you've got. You've manifested this shit. You jumped out of a tower. Look how much water is here. They're all water. It's all water. You need to say how you feel. You need to work on your throat chakra. You need to work on how you're going to go around this situation. And I feel like you don't really need to work on it that much. You just need to prepare yourself, because it's going to be such a massive time for you in the near future. I feel like it's going to relate to what you're going through in May, because it's a lot about this watery, emotional Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. The Tower is going to turn you upside down, but you are going to get through this even better than before. You're going to get through this and it's going to have the outcome you want. Beautiful energy. You're going to be thinking about this a lot. This is going to fulfill you mentally. Oh, the Devil. You feel chained to this situation. This is something or somebody you have a serious tie to. This is so important to know. You may be in a cycle with this person, some sort of karmic cycle. There's a decision that you need to make. You or this other person, maybe a Capricorn, maybe a Taurus, Virgo or Capricorn. You need to ground yourself and look through your third eye in the near future. When you're jumping out of that tower, I feel like this is the decision that you're going to be making. You feel chained to this person. This could definitely be a two-party situation. This relationship situation with this person, I feel like you feel chained to this and you can't get away from it. And again, the sun is getting too hot. It's getting too close to you. So you need to decide what you're going to do with this two-party situation. You need to look through your third eye, meditate, and it will come to you. It will come to you in a dream. It will come to you in a epiphany. It'll come to you in a strange spiritual way. Trust me, it is there. You know this. There's going to be a lot of conflict before completion. You're going to feel heartbroken. But eventually, after you jump out of that tower, you're going to have emotional stability. Maybe with a Cancer, you're going to feel fulfilled. But I feel like this Cancerian or this Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces again, but this is Cancer, doesn't know where they want to go. They don't know where they want to go. They're on a crossroads right now, or you're on a crossroads with a Cancerian, okay? But I feel like it's more like you know what you want, but they don't know what they want, okay? But once you jump out of that tower, you will have that balance and that stability, that completion. But there's going to be some sort of tension within these situations. So just try and let it flow. I know it's hard, Aquarius, but try and just let things flow. The universe has a plan for you and it's going to work out beautifully. So we're going to take one piece of advice for May. One piece of advice for Aquarius in May. The Emperor. Be the Emperor. Be the Emperor. Just make sure you take care of that ego. Don't let your ego take control. Keep the balance, okay? But there's stability here. This is number 4. This is gorgeous. You want the stability. You just need to keep your eyes open. Keep your eyes open. Someone may be watching you in some kind of way. Maybe social media. You may be watching someone on social media so much. The advice is to be the Emperor, to take control. You will get what you want. You are in charge. You will have that stability. But just do it in a non-egotistical way. Don't be like the Emperor in reverse. Be the Emperor upright. Be the good Emperor, okay? And strength. You need patience. You need patience. The advice is you need patience. And the Devil, wow. You need to make a decision, but you need patience while making this decision. Okay? Don't be too hasty. The Knight of Swords in reverse for that. So we'll take a crystal message for you, Aquarius. What chakra does Aquarius need to work on or focus on in May? That 2 there. Your heart and your root. So you need to root yourself. You need to ground yourself. You need to take yourself to a nice place in your dimension, in whatever you want to call it, your aura, anything. And you need to take care of your heart, take care of your emotions, focus on your heart and your root chakra. Do some meditations for your heart and your root chakras. You really need to focus on them in May. You need to ground yourself. Don't act on your ego. Don't act on your raw emotions. Be grounded when it comes to your emotions, okay? Thank you for watching Elchanel's Tarot, Aquarius. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, let me know if it does resonate with you. If you want a personal reading or an extended reading for this month, all the details are in the description. My Instagram is @elchanelx. Give me a DM if you want a reading, and thank you.